The Real McCoys, starring Walter Brennan, created by Irving Pincus.
Want you to meet the family known as the Real McCoys. That's Grandpappy Amos, the head of the clan. He roars like a lion, but he's gentle as a lamb. And now here's Luke, who beams with joy since he may take Mrs. Luke McCoy. From West Virginia they came to stay in sunny California. Old Grandpappy Amos and the girls and the boys of the family known as the Real McCoys.
I pulled the car out front. Well, you having a little trouble with the fat lady, are you?
But the zipper just won't go up.
Yeah, that's my specialty. Let an expert take over here.
Golly, how'd you do it, Luke?
Oh, that's the secret of being a husband. You know, that's the second main reason that Kate married me for. The first being my good looks.
I'm sure you wouldn't want to kiss a fat lady.
Everybody, look what I've got.
Huh.
It's the latest issue of the Mystic Nile Quarterly, hot off the press. Look in the middle pages. They've got the Remember When department in this issue.
Remember when?
It's pictures of some of the members the way they looked years ago. The editor asked folks to send them in.
Oh, look, there's Mrs. Davenport, the history teacher. She was a right nice-looking girl. My teacher, let me see. Holy smoke, look, Essie. She's almost human.
Look at the next picture.
Look at them legs, will you? Who is that, Betty Grable?
Oh, no. Let's see. Flory McMichael.
Oh, that must be some kind of a joke. Is that really you, Flory?
Gitson, they thought it would help business.
I'll bet it did, too. If I'd been there, I'd have been real charitable. Well, you look rightly nice tonight, as usual.
Thank you, Amos. You're looking mighty handsome yourself.
Well, shall we be on the way?
Well, Amos, before we go, I think there's something in here you might like to look at.
Yeah. What's this? That's the Mystic Nile Quarterly, Grandpa. This is the Remember When section.
Gee, there's something I'd like to remember when. Who is it? Read it off, Luke.
Oh, that's Judge Hawkins with hair.
That ain't the one I meant. You know it. Read off the name there, that doozy. Excuse me, Flory. I'm a man and I'm human.
Oh, I understand.
You really want to know who this gal is?
Read it off.
Yeah.
Read it off.
All right, now, let me see here what it says. Flory McMichael. Well, now, how about that?
How about that, Flory McMichael? This is you.
See, I told you you'd be impressed.
Shocked, you mean?
What?
This is shameful. Little Luke, Hassie, go on, get in your room. Now, go on and dress like that in front of people.
Now, just a minute, Amos. You're acting as if there was something improper about this.
Well, what else? You had them clothes put on, then took a picture and sent it to the magazine. Why did you stop there? Why didn't you put it in one of them little eyeglass things so the fellas at the smokers could gawk at it?
Oh, Grandpa, how can you say a thing like that?
Amos McCoy, you're a narrow-minded, nasty-thinking blue nose. And if you think for 1 minute that I'd ever go out with you again after this, you're sadly mistaken.
Now, wait a minute.
I'm sorry about this, Kate. I guess I'd better go on home.
Oh, wait, Flory, you can still go to the movies with Luke and me.
Why, sure.
Well, all right.
I can still go to the movies with you.
Oh, you'd better not, Amos. They're showing Donald Duck. And some of his feathers might be exposed.
Well, if you think I want to even be seen with you after this, you're mistaken. And you can consider our date canceled.
Oh, it's you.
Flory, can I come in?
Suit yourself.
You're mad at me, ain't you? I don't know what to blame you. No, sir, I don't blame you one single bit. I see how wrong I was now. And I want to take back everything I said. I want to apologize. You know, I think you're one of the finest women I ever knowed. And I'm sure you wouldn't do nothing wrong on purpose.
Oh, you are, huh? Then you think the picture's all right.
Well, let's not get back into that. What I'm trying to tell you is I'm willing to forget your past.
Oh, Amos, how noble of you.
No, you don't have to thank me. Man ain't very big if you can't just overlook one little black mark. As far as I'm concerned, why, we're right back where we was before. We're friends again.
Just like that, huh? A word from you and it's all cleared up.
That's right. Everything is all cleared up. Right, Flory?
Not by a long shot.
Huh?
It must have taken a great deal of courage for you to endanger your reputation visiting a woman with such a flaming past.
Flory, I said I was willing to forget.
Will you forget everything?
Everything? Is there more?
Costume isn't my only black mark. My heavens, no. You might be interested to know that when I was 20, I bleached my hair.
Flory,
And you should have seen me at the San Diego Fair in 1935. I went through the tunnel of love with a fella.
Florrie!
And not only that, I let the man on the midway pick me up twice to guess my weight.
Florrie, please!
And I'm still living just as recklessly. You know what I'm putting in this stew? Sherry. And I'm putting in more than the recipe calls for. Why not? I might as well have the game as the name. Now, I'm sure that's more than even as big a man as you can bear. So why don't you just run along? If you sneak along the hedge, maybe nobody will see where you've been. Oh, I hate Jerry.
Well, Grandpa, you only got yourself to blame.
I know, but that woman is stubborn as stubborn can be. Females. They should call them femules. Hey, ain't that Mahitable Swanson going in our house?
News sure travels fast.
Huh?
Well, she probably heard about you and Florrie busting up, and she's swooping in to set her hooks into you.
Yeah. Hey, Miss McCoy's got a hide tough enough to blunt any hook she's got. Leastwise, Mahitable's a respectable woman. You wouldn't see her going around posing for pictures she'd be ashamed of.
Grandpa, you don't understand. Florrie ain't ashamed.
But that's what's pitiful. Just pitiful.
So, in the light of this unfortunate incident, we of the Ladies' Auxiliary of the Mystic Nile feel there is no other course but to petition for the immediate expulsion of Flora McMichael. I've already sent a strong note of reprimand to the editor for even publishing such a picture, but that doesn't excuse Flora for daring to send it in.
What is this?
Oh, Amos, you poor dear. But you mustn't worry. No, none of this woman's shame will rub off on you. You were simply an innocent victim.
Victim?
Yes. Oh, I could have told you. So, Kate, I'm sure you want to add your name to this petition.
I have no intention of signing such a thing.
I beg your pardon. Shameless creature, and there's no room for her kind in our organization.
Yeah, I suppose there's room for your kind, though, huh?
I beg your pardon.
Mahitable Swanson, you know what you are. You're a narrow-minded, nasty-thinking blue nose. And you can take that petition of yours all over the county, but you ain't going to do no good here.
Well, don't think I won't, Amos McCoy. Oh, I'm disappointed in your attitude. You, of all people.
Santa Maria, that woman, she drove up like a cyclone. Did somebody say something?
I'll say somebody said something. Hey, Kate, can Mahitable really do what she says, ruin Florrie's chances in the club?
Oh, I don't know, Luke. She's got an awful lot of influence. You know, it's a crying shame. I bet half the people that signed that petition have done a lot worse things than posing for a silly old picture, only nobody knows about it.
You're darn right. Everybody's got a skeleton in their closet. I'll bet Mahitable. Hey.
What is it?
Do you remember when I said to her they want a woman alive that didn't wear something skimpy at some time or other, and she said, well, at least wise I didn't send in a picture of it?
Well, yeah, but...
Well, now she wouldn't have said that unless she had a picture she didn't want to send in.
But, Grandpa, how do you know there is such a picture?
I don't know, but I aim to do a little scouting and find out.
After the way you treated Mahitable, she wouldn't let you within 100 yards of her house.
You ain't never seen me turn on the McCoy charm. Women melt just like a pat of butter on top of a stack of hotcakes. Especially gals like Mahitable, who's sort of partial to my style. I just rap on the door and sweet talking, a little while she's forgot all about it. She invites me in, I find out all the secrets I want to know about. Hello, Mahitable. I just want to square myself, pretty face.
What did you say you wanted?
Mahitable, after all the things I said, I'd just like to come in and square myself. You let me explain.
Well?
This is just like the house I'd picture you living in. It's you.
You said you wanted to explain.
Oh, yeah. Mahitable, I want no gentleman saying the things I said, but that wasn't me talking. I was still under Florrie's spell.
Well, I know how some women can twist a man around their little finger.
Yes, that's one of my weaknesses. I'm just like putty in the hands of a pretty female. Present company included.
Won't you sit down?
I get you to thank for saving me from Florrie. You made me see the light. Why I ever sided with her in the first place, I'll never know.
Well, now, Amos, I wouldn't blame myself too much. So many men have been bedazzled by that kind of woman.
Yeah, I know. It's always the flashy kind. Women that lead exciting lives. We never seem to realize it. It's women like... quiet, sheltered, dull.
Dull?
Well, you know what I mean. Something never done nothing that man would call daring you.
Oh, no, I haven't been without my daring moment.
Well, yeah, I mean, something like Florrie done, like selling tickets in a skimpy costume. Hey.
You don't believe me?
No, I don't believe you. No, not you, Mabel.
All right, just wait. There's my picture right on the cover, in costume.
Wow! You sure this ain't Lily Langtree?
It says Mehitable Swanson right there under the picture. And if that isn't enough... the very hula skirt I wore.
You danced in that in front of people? Why, that ain't a pitchfork full of hay.
Billed as Leilani of the Islands.
Sorry, and I thought Florrie was hot stuff.
Watch my hands, Amos. That's the important part. Every movement has a meaning. You know what this means, Amos? It means when the moon is full, love will come to the beholder.
I'll be a ring-tailed squealer. Sure beats talking, don't it? Say, you know, Mehitable, I'm just beginning to see you in a different light. Why, you are twice the girl Florrie is.
Really?
How about coming over to our house for supper tonight?
Oh, I don't know. I'd love to.
Pretty face.
Oh, Amos. Oh.
You know what this is?
No.
This is Hawaiian for we're having hog jowls.
When are you going to explain this?
What is she doing here?
You know how we feel about Mehitable Swanson.
Now, you two, just wait a minute. You'll enjoy this. Is Peppino back yet?
Peppino?
Yeah. Oh. There you are, boy. Did you see Florrie?
Sí, señora.
Just tell her I was ailing.
Sí, señora. She's coming right along.
Good boy. Now, you take these potatoes, you see. Give me this one. Keep it busy for a while.
Grandpa, you tricked Florrie into coming into the same house with Mehitable?
What are you trying to do? Start World War III?
I'm just trying to end the battle of the ladies' auxiliary, that's all.
Well, I hope you know what you're doing, because I sure don't.
Hi, Florrie.
Amos, I thought you were safe.
Yeah, I suddenly get better. Now, Florrie, you come on out in the living room with something I want you to see.
I cannot watch.
Mehitable Florrie. Amos?
He can't do this to Florrie.
No, wait, Kate. Grandpa must have some reason for this.
How could you bring me face to face with this woman who's been poisoning everyone against me with that petition?
Poisoning? You were only getting what you deserved.
Hey, now, wait a minute. That petition, that's why I brought you together. You see, Mehitable started over and she's changed her mind.
What?
Hey, she's going to drop the petition.
I never said that.
That's what you told me. You were going to tear it down.
I did no such thing.
Didn't you, Leilani? Didn't you?
Yes, I did.
So remember, you see, Florrie, Mehitable's rightly sorry for what she done. She'd like to square herself. Ain't that right? Leilani?
Yes, of course.
Well, now that that's settled, let's put on the feed bag. You ready for the cake?
Oh, yes, Grandpa. Mehitable, you sit here, and Florrie, you sit there.
Well, I must say I'm surprised, but I accept your apology and thank you.
No need to be surprised, Florrie. Mehitable's really a nice person once you get to know her. She showed me a picture of herself in one of them holy skirts.
She what?
She showed me the skirt she posted in. Even done one of them holy dances for me.
Amos, and you stood there and watched?
Well, how else could I find out? I done it for you.
Miss McCoy, I'm shocked. Well, you ought to be ashamed of yourself looking at a thing like that.
But, Florrie,
I bet you enjoyed it, too.
But,
Oh, don't ever speak to me again.
Florrie! Florrie! God darn it, now she's the blue nose. Peter!
Sí, señor Grandpa.
Bring out that hair grease. Looks like I've got to go in the action again.